Now we are on the second verse. Not the same as the first. In fact, I really enjoyed sitting and figuring this part of the song out. Although there were other parts that were far more frustrating. This was really cool. I love what she's playing here. And I'm going to show you what I think it is and how I play it. Now from here, you want to go all the way up. We're now jumping into more unexplored territory on our neck. Very excited. We've been down here. We've been all the way down here. Now we're up here in your octaves, your higher notes. It's fun being up here. Guitar players love to live up here. Us bass players, we don't get to be up here too often. So let's have fun while we're up here. It's going to be a shape like this, where you want your first and your ring finger on the 12th and the 14th fret of the G string. I love that. I love that. So what I did is you're catching the A string, the open A, bump, bump, down, up. You know, long, long, short, short. Long, long, short, short. And that takes us from bump, 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 bump. So that's 14th fret, 12th fret. Use your middle finger, your second finger, to catch the 13th fret. Ooh, I love that. 14th, 12th, 13th fret on the D string. After we get that 13, 12, take that first finger on your 12th fret and you slide down. Same kind of shape we just did, except we do it backwards. Instead of going down, down, we're going up, up. And you catch that twice. And you can do a little hammer-on pull-off there. If you want to pick it, pick it. I can't tell how it's being played. They're doing cards at this point. Catching that. Bum, bum, hammer on. You can pick or you can pull off. So then you can get right back into bump, bump. Bump, bump. Catch that down, up, Bum, 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 bum. Last time. So you play that 3 times through. 4th time, everything is the same except for the turnaround. So that's all the same, but instead of playing here on the 9th fret, we're going back down here to familiar lands, places we've been already, to your 5th fret on the D and the A string. So it would sound like on the 4th time through. And you catch that bump, 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 bump on the D string, 5th to the 7th fret, that jump right there. Same thing as we played before. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. A little slower. Same thing. Second finger catches that. Ooh. That's like, oh no, we just figured out who the murderer was. Bum, bum, bum. Same thing. Open A. Bum, 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 bum. 7th fret, 5th fret. To that weird, sinister, I love it. On the 6th fret of the A string, half step down to the 5th fret. Same thing we were doing here, up on the 9th. we're doing down here on your second and third frets of the A string. Hammer on, pull off or pick, whatever you're more comfortable with. Catching that third fret up here on the A string. Congratulations, we have made it to the second pre-chorus. We're doing really well. In fact, we're basically halfway through the song. So if you've been able to follow along in my not so traditional way of teaching, because I've never taught anything like this before, good for you. You've learned half the song, but we still have half more to go, and we're gonna get there. Now we're on the second chorus. We're back to that first fret on the E string. And I know you want to nope, we're not doing that. You want to do it, fine. It's not what F Chopper Koga is playing. What F Chopper Koga is playing, I believe, we start on that first fret on the E string, and then we go right up to the 5th fret on your D string, which is a G. That's how I play it. I like to go from first fret to the 5th fret. So after we've landed, we're on the D string, 5th fret. We want to slide using your 3rd finger to the 9th fret. So the best way I can describe it is you want to land on the 7th fret and do that whole step slide. I'm not 100% if that's where it is being played, but there is definitely that slide there, that bum, 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 bum. So we slide to the 9th fret. Best way I think to play it is using your 3rd finger, and then you're catching that 7th fret with your middle finger, your 2nd finger. After we do that slide, bum, bum, bum. From here, there's a lot of movement here, a lot of rolling. The way I think it's being played is after we were here, 7th fret, bar these 2 notes. We've done that a bunch of times already. But if you've been following along, we've been barring the A string, the D string on the 5th fret with our 1st finger. So we're here, 7th fret. Bum, 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 bum. What did I just play? 5th fret, catching both of those like you're playing it like a G power chord. If you want to make everybody at Guitar Center really crazy, bar the first. With your 1st finger, you want to bar the A and the D on the 5th fret and catch both those notes. You want to do the same thing. If you're rolling, bump, 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 very staccato. You're doing the same thing on the 3rd fret of the A string and the E string. Dun, 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 dun. Back to that 1st fret. And if you're rolling like so, you should be able to choke those notes so you hear each one clearly and individually. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So that's the first part of the pre-chorus. And then we're using those same pickup notes in the pre-chorus before that. Open 1st, 3rd, E, F, G. So you want to slide those same pickup notes that we did in the pre-chorus E, F, G, 1, 3, 5. So we can set up. Remember, so we were coming back to this shape. It's slightly different than how we played it. But you want to set up either your pinky or your ring finger, whichever you're more comfortable with. After sliding, catch that 7th fret with your pinky or your ring finger. That holds up bum, bum, bum. And then that 8, 7, 5, 3. Right back to what we were playing in the first pre-chorus. Making sure we're hitting those boom right down on the accent so we line up with your drummer. So that's 1, 3 on the E string. 1, 3, 5. Back to the G, and then we slide up again. We choke that 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Choke that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mute it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Choke. I think that makes sense so far. Everything in the second chorus, as far as I can tell, is pretty much in line with what we did in the first chorus. We're going to slide to the 12th fret of the G string. Bum, 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 bum. And you can, again, whatever you're comfortable using. I use my first, my second, my third, because they're smaller frets and they're closer together and they're easier for me to grab. But if it's easier for you, you can use your first, your second, and your pinky. We're just doing whole step, whole step, whole step on the G string, 12th, 14th, 16th. Bum, 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 and then back to the 14th. So that's the chorus. Now we're at the piano breakdown. Basically, if you're anybody except poor Oreo Ryoma, who is playing her guts out on this part. This is such a great build. As the bass player, we get to chill out a little bit. I think they're all turning cards or holding drinks or something. I don't have it up in front of me. So we're letting this build. We're letting this build. Piano, piano, piano. Great part. We're waiting for the we're waiting for the crescendo on the cymbals for our part to come in. So you're listening. So you want to set up here with your first finger on the 9th fret of the G string and slide that half step. Here. Slide from the 9th to the 10th. A little slower. Bum, 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 to the 12th fret. Back down to the 9th fret. Right. So there is a little gap there. First part's still the same. On the 12th fret, so it's not slide all the way. Slide from the 9th to the 10th fret. Onto the 12th fret. After you slide back down, you can let that 9th fret ring. And just let that ring before we get into the next part. Or, what I like to do is you let that 12th fret slide to the 9th, and then catch that open A. Like so. The next part, the rhythm is pretty distinct. I like to, get a little fancy. It makes me sound like I'm a better player than I am. But the rhythm of the fill after we let that 9th fret ring or the A string, whichever you want to do, is pretty specific. So we're here on the 9th fret, and when we do a hammer on 12th to 14th, 12th fret, hammer on the 14th fret, 14th fret above, one string up on the D string, to the 12th fret, back down, slide down one whole step to the 10th fret, hammer on that 12th fret, bum, 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 and then one more string jump to the A string, 12, 10, and then that's where we end on that 8th fret of the A string. So bum, 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 da, 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 bum, bum. So the whole thing together, little slide on the beat on the 12th fret, slide down, and either let that 9th fret ring or catch the A while you wait for your next part to come in. So we land back here, the 8th fret of the A string. So after 10th fret, now we're back to the E string, 3rd, 5th, G, A. Bum, bum, bum. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you let the beautiful singing be sung beautifully. So that is the, I don't know, interlude? We're going to call that an interlude? I'm going to call it an interlude. Almost done. I can see the end of the song. It's right over there. Let's go. Final chorus. Gotten a lot done here. And it's the same things that we've been hitting before. Remember the 7-10 jump to the 12th? Now she's showing off, and I love her for it. So what I think she's playing, again, I can't see because there's a blonde girl with a very nice voice obstructing my entire view. I believe what is being played here is that same sequence from before, that bum, 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 bum. But instead of repeating that, we're sliding all the way up to the 17th fret. This is a great part. Definitely recommend sitting down and working this out slowly before you jump in at speed. So that's the same. We're sliding up. 17th, half step to the 16th fret, the whole step to the 14th fret. Bum, 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 bum. So it's notes from before. They're just played in ascending order instead of descending order. So bum 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 bum. So yeah, dun 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 dun. Catch that upbeat. Bum 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 bum. I think that makes sense. Bum, 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 bum. Slide to the 17th. Pinky, ring, first finger. Catch it, that upbeat. Bum, 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 bum. Instead of not you want. A little faster. At speed. This is where I think I start making it up a little bit. And then we're sliding to that 12th fret on the G string. So we've just slid to the 14th fret. We want to slide back. 14th fret, 12th fret, 9, 7, 10, 7 on the D string. 14th fret, 12th fret, or I guess you'd slide 14th fret, 12th fret, 9, 7, jump to the D string, 10, 7. Bum, 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 bum. So we're here, again, want to bar these notes, or roll, bar or roll, whichever you're more comfortable with. We just came from bum. We want to bar. Catch the 8th fret of the E string. Catch that 10th fret on the E string. Bump, the pinky down to the 5th fret. Play that A. So that's the way that I think is the best way to play. And we're back here on the 1st fret. Actually, we're just repeating the fills from the chorus. So the last bit, again, don't quote me on this, but I think what's being played, we're doing power chord shapes. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And then catch, so first, pinky on the 3rd fret of the A string. Bum, 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 bum. Catch the 3rd fret on the E string with your middle finger. 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 5th on the A string. So that sets you up. So if we break it into 3 parts, this is the first part. Second part. Third part would be the 5th to the 7th. So bum, bum. 5th, slide up to the 7th, and then we can slide one more time to set up the last shape, and we slide up, jump to the 10th fret on the D string, and catch 1 up, down, up, down, up on the 10th, 12th, and then 9, 10, 12. Yeah, 9, 10, 12 on the G string. So that's that last bit. Bum, bum, bum. So if you play it like that, with your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd finger, you're in a good position for the last part, which is just 10th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret on the D fret. Rhythm is a little different first time to the second time. And that gets us to the outro. So that whole thing together. Bump, 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 slide, slide, slide. 5th fret to the 7th fret. Set up the 10th fret with your 2nd finger. And then bum 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 bum. Tom was always shredding out all that stuff. Get you right back to the slap part with how we started. Bum 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 bum. Can I do this at speed? Yo, it's Moda. Freshly washed edition, too. Not for a limited time. You have reached the end of what was a very involved but fun process for me, where I definitely 100% stepped outside of my comfort zone. I never do anything quite like this. But this song has become a borderline obsession for me, and it's been a lot of fun sitting and learning it and refining it and getting better and practicing. Eventually, I'll put the whole thing together and put that up as well. I hope you were able to get answers if you were looking for them, like I had been when I was trying to learn this song. I will try to do more stuff like this. Again, my knowledge of these bands is very, very limited, very small. I've been jamming out on the same like 3 pieces of music because I love them so much. But there will be more to come. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun like I did. A very special thank you to obviously F Chopper Koga and the rest of this band, both bands, DOLL BOXX and Gacharic Spin, really for making music very fun for me again. Giving me sort of, I don't know, a second wind. I can't remember being this excited about listening and learning and playing new music like I have been. So really, it's been a delight for me. There will be more to come. And thank you. Roll credits.